Hello Captains, before you watch the upcoming video that I've got connected right to this, edited in here, I just wanted to make this preemptive introduction to it. This video that I had made was not intended to have any commentary. This is part of a medley that I am putting together of the new TFO Battle at the Binary Stars. However, during this particular playthrough that I'm about to show you, I had an encounter with an AFK'er, and if you don't know what that stands for, that's basically away from keyboarder, the kind of person who wants to play the TFOs or STFs, but doesn't want to do anything, just wants to sit there and let everybody else do the work, or even not even fight and just, you know, miss all the optionals, miss everything, just to get that daily commendation award. You see this a lot in these featured missions that they put up, where they have some kind of award that you have to do for like 14 days or whatever to get a big overall award. In this case, this person was after, you know, the Beacon of Kalis, just like everybody else. He just didn't want to do any other work, you know, or actually play the TFO. So you encounter that a lot in these kinds of things. But I wanted to put this video up, and I did let this person know ahead of time that I was going to go ahead and publish this video on YouTube as a lesson for everybody about AFK'ers and the mentality of AFK'ers, and I just kind of want your feedback on it as you watch it. So as you watch the video, there's no commentary from me, so watch the chat box in the bottom left corner throughout the entire run. Just read the chat box, because that is where it all starts from the beginning, and then we move on and he messages me privately and we communicate and have some back and forth. And I want you to read that and then give me your opinions. I had some very strong opinions of my own in there, just letting you know up front. Also, I do commend him on one thing that he did do, and I have to give him kudos and commend him for at least doing this. He prompted everybody at the beginning of the mission and asked us in the team if he was okay, if it was okay with him AFK'ing the entire thing. So you've got two different kind of AFK'ers. You got the one who's just going to do it anyway, and they don't care what you think, and they won't respond to you, they won't talk to you, they won't reply to you. You can try to talk to them, you can try to convince them, and they just ignore you and do it anyway. That one I really hate. But then you got the other one who is at least courteous enough, and this person was courteous enough to ask if this team would allow him to do that. Now, I was very harsh on him because I just don't like that kind of mentality to begin with. So I acknowledge that, but I do also acknowledge and commend him for asking the team first. And I'm not sure, but I think he did leave, and then somebody else filled his spot. So I'm not sure. I'll have to watch back the video myself. I was just too busy playing the TFO to notice what was actually happening. So he might have left and let somebody else come in, because he fully intended to AFK, but at least he let everybody know that's what he was going to do. So, you know, I have to say on that level, you know, that's a good thing, because then if everybody says, no, we don't want you to do that, we want to actually play this TFO, well, then he was courteous enough to get out and let somebody come in who wanted to do that. So in hindsight, looking back, you know, at the experience, I definitely give him props for doing that, so I acknowledge that. But what this video is more so really about is just the mentality of the AFK'er, and I just want to put this out there as kind of a lesson that this is something you will experience in the game on these TFOs, and what your opinions and thoughts of it are. I understand where he's coming from, his thoughts and ideas, but I don't know, I kind of feel like, you know, if you're going to join a random TFO, you kind of have to expect to play it, because else why are you playing the game? If you're just after the reward, I get it, but part of getting that reward is playing the game. And if you don't want to play the game, then just don't play the game. Don't load up the TFO. Don't play the game. People want what it is, and what I think is happening is people want the reward without doing the work. It's kind of like this new generation's mentality. they want all the free stuff. They want everything with the least amount of work possible put in. Let's just get it for free and not have to do anything for it. But that's not how things are set up. That's not how it's intended in the game. So I do want your feedback on what you think of this, and this is kind of a PSA to put this out there and let everybody know you will experience this kind of thing in the game. Hopefully the person will at least announce it and you can give your opinions. If not, then yeah, it's really terrible when you don't get any feedback from the other person, when they don't even talk or respond or chat, and they just AFK anyway and ruin your team experience. You have to understand, this is an online game. You're playing with real other people, and you're playing in a team when you do these random TFOs, and you are part of that team. And on some of these harder ones that have an advanced difficulty or elite difficulty, it is extremely important to play as a team. Each person has a role, and it's very important. You hurt the team, you hurt other people, you hurt other people's gameplay experience by not doing that. Now that said, if you as a team create a team and everybody decides, okay, let's all AFK, I got no problem with that. If everybody's in agreement, okay. But, you know, if other people obviously want to play and you want to AFK, that ain't fair to the other people. Anyway, that's my little rant, I guess you could say. So watch this playthrough, read the text there. By the way, I am playing on an Intel Kelvin Kelvin Timeline Intel Dreadnought, which is the Vengeance from JJ Trek. And of course, in this TFO, you become a Discovery era starship anyway, but this is my base starship I'm flying. These are all the specs. It's a very powerful, it's a very good build. I was not able to concentrate 100% in this TFO. You'll notice that because I die a few times. So there are some of I was distracted a little bit. So just keep that in mind. But there you go. I'm just putting this out there as one video, and now I'm going to go off and continue my medley of TFOs and put one whole video together where it shows many different ships playing this TFO with no commentary and music put to it. So thank you, and leave your comments below on what you think on this topic. I'm very interested in your feedback. Thank you, and enjoy this coming up right now.
Thank you for coming.
And prove to you that now, as always, we come in peace.
Helm, evasive maneuver 7 Alpha.
Computer, freeze program. Interesting data coming in. Both the Jaeger and the Clark have been disabled, and their crews have...
The Clark and Jaeger are disabled. They're launching escape pods. Recover the survivors. Klingon's distracted Lieutenant Tyler's escape pod. He's been captured.
Fighting, we're not talking.
Prepare to receive my envoy.
your most remote borders. I call too close to Klingon territory. You only live now to serve as witnesses of Klingon supremacy. To be my herald. We do not desire to know you, but you will know our great houses, standing as one under Kalish, reborn in me, Tukuma!
I think we've seen enough.